No, you're good.
So today you got your first taste of what it was like to be a Big Ten volleyball player. What have your impressions been, and was it what you expected?
You know, I think it's really cool what the Big Ten's doing for volleyball, obviously. On a day like this, it's really cool to be a part of. I've obviously played in a few Big Ten matches, but haven't been through a Big Ten season and played on a Big Ten team yet, so I'm kind of learning day by day what that consists of. But I think today was very mind-blowing just because it's so cool for them to put on an event like this of this level for volleyball. So it's very cool to be a part of, very cool to experience, and something I'll definitely remember.
Do you take pride in the fact, of all the teams here, I think you're the only newcomer that wasn't at their school last year too.
Yeah.
Do you take pride in the fact that, you're a team captain, that you're here representing Nebraska and you're brand new to the program?
Yes, I do, a ton. I think at the end of the day, what I want my volleyball career to be wrapped up in is who I am as a person and how I treated my teammates and the legacy that I leave behind, not necessarily how many kills I can record and what awards I can win. Obviously, those are good goals to strive for, but at the end of the day, I want to be remembered for the kind of person that I am. So I take a ton of pride in that, and being voted captain by my teammates kind of was a testament to that. And so for me, it's really, really special because I do take so much pride in that. And I'm grateful for my teammates. I'm grateful for, my parents for raising me the way that they raised me and things of that sort. There's a lot of people and a lot of things to be grateful for. So I do take pride in it, but I also want to make sure that at the end of the day, I'm giving my gratefulness back to those who have helped me be here.
I think we talked to you last, it was just a couple days after you were named captain. It's been about a month now.
Mm-hmm.
How has that sunk in, and have you kind of developed how you're going to use that as you enter the season?
Yeah, definitely for sure. Me and Lexi have been working on it since that day, kind of how we were going to lead this team, what was going to be really important to us, how we were going to make sure that all the pieces of the puzzle fit together, because at the end of the day, that's what a team sport is, and that's how you win, is figuring out, okay, we have 14 pieces to the puzzle, how are they going to fit together, and how are we going to make sure that the puzzle's full, And so, we talk about it daily. We were literally talking about it yesterday, things of that sort. And so I think we've kind of had a solid month under our belt, and the summer's obviously really good for the team just because coaches aren't around very much. So a lot of the responsibility was on me and Lexi, so we were able to kind of develop that and develop the culture and the standard that we want this team to be at and kind of start implementing that. So it's been really good for both of us.
Coach Hunter called you the mom of the group. Do you agree with that? And kind of what is your leadership style like?
Yes, I would. I'm always the one that's prepared. Like Lexi was talking about today, we were in the car and I was like, okay, I'm going to bring Tylenol and I'm going to bring this and I'm going to bring my Tide to Go stick just in case anything happened, things of that sort. If you need anything, I'm going to probably be the one that has it. So that's kind of why I'm called the mom. I'm a very caring person as well. So if anyone on the team needs anything, they know that they can come to me and I will be there. It doesn't matter when it is or who it is or things of that nature, I'll be there. So I would say I'm the mom of the group, and I think my teammates would agree with that as well.
Do you bring the fruit snacks and the orange slices?
Duh! I bring everything.
Everything.
Yep. Got it all.
Coach has talked about how even the setting has been between the two. Can you maybe describe Kennedy's and Bergen's styles, individual, their strengths, and what it's like playing with them?
Yeah, they're both great setters, and at the end of the day, it could be either of them, and no one on the team would be surprised. They're both great people. They're both great players, and like you said, they do have different strengths. And so I don't know who it's going to be. I have no idea. It could be either one of them. I love both of them very, very much. And it's very cool to have such a tight race between them two because at the end of the day, they're pushing each other daily. They both want it so bad. And so they're only making each other better throughout the process. Bergen's obviously new, and so she brings a little more calming factor to the court, whereas Kenna has been here, so she brings the experience. She brings the upperclassman kind of vibe to the court. So, like I said, it could be either one of them, and I think the team would be happy. So, love them both. They're both great people and players.
There's also going to be a lot of competition on that left pin. What have you seen from those girls, and what are you expecting out of them?
Same sort of thing, it could go any way, and I think that's the strength of the depth of our roster right now is you could put anybody out there on the court and the team would win. So at the end of the day, it could be the 6 freshmen or the 5 freshmen, the 6 newbies, me included, or it could be the upperclassmen. It could literally be anyone and no one would be surprised and they would carry that weight. So, that's the kind of same sort of situation out there on the left. They all have different strengths. They're all great people. They're all great players. So could go a bunch of different ways for any position on the court.
It's got to be someone, though. That means it's going to not be someone. How do you, as captain, try to deal with that? I mean, someone's not going to be playing, someone's going to be on the bench. How do you kind of deal with that and get ahead of those dynamics and make sure that everyone's on board?
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, it's every single person on this team wants to win. So you have to remain selfless in that as captains, as everyone, as a member of this team. You have to understand that whatever puts the team in the best position to win is what coach is going to go with, and it has nothing to do with you as a person in that moment. And it could change from game to game. We have no idea at this point, but at that point in time, if it's what the team is needing, then that's what needs to happen. And I think this team has a really good grasp of that, and they understand that it doesn't matter who it is, but if that's our best position to win, then that's okay. And we just have to respect that and understand that it doesn't make you less of a good person or doesn't devalue your worth in any way. Like, it has nothing to do with you as a person. So just what the team needed, and I think our team has a really good grasp of that.
In what areas do you feel like you've grown over the last 7 months of being a Husker?
Well, volleyball-wise, I think I've grown a lot in passing and things of that sort. Serve receive, I would say, is definitely the skill that I've probably grown the most in. But as like a person and that kind of aspect of things, I think I've done a really good job of, everyone always talks about not being defined by your sport, and I think that's a really hard thing to grasp and to kind of understand until you're at the level that we're at. And so I think that's one thing that I've kind of developed the most and that I'm very, very proud of, is I've done a very good job of understanding that, like, how I practice that day doesn't determine how good of a person I am or things of that sort. And so I think I've grown the most in that area of my game, kind of the mental, yes, I'm playing at a very, very high level, but not letting that affect my day-to-day life.
All right, I got to steal Merritt.